out there, Christina here, and today we are going to find the greatest common factor for this lovely polynomial. Okay, I know I have a polynomial here because I have something that has more than 3 terms. 200p cubed m cubed, so I got a number, some p's, and some m's, minus 30p squared m cubed plus 40m cubed. And all we got to do is just find the greatest common factor for this polynomial. Now, in your mathematical journey through life, you probably have come across a greatest common factor type of question, right? A greatest common factor is known as a GCF, so greatest common factor. And a greatest common factor usually, probably up until this point, maybe you just have dealt with numbers for greatest common factors. But now we're including into the mix numbers and variables, aka letters. But it's not scary, I promise you, and by the end, you'll be able to crush greatest common factor type questions. So greatest common factor, greatest just means biggest, right? So we're looking for the biggest common, so I won't change that word, but it's the biggest common number or variable, because now we're discussing numbers and letters. So it's the biggest common number or variable that can be divided by all the terms. So we're looking for numbers, we're looking for variables, aka letters, and it's all going to be divided. That's the definition, right? Now, in order for us to find the GCF, or the greatest common factor, you can say to yourself, okay, 200, what are all the possible numbers that I can take by 200 and divide, right? So 200 divided by 5, 200 divided by 10. But for me, I think it's easier to think of multiplication, right? Whip out those multiplication tables and start saying, okay, what 2 numbers multiply to get to 30? What 2 numbers multiply to get to 40? Now, the good thing about a greatest common factor is that a greatest common factor can only be that number and lower. So you'll never have a greatest common factor that is higher than any of your numbers. So since 30 is the lowest number here, right? We don't even have to take into consideration the signs. Greatest common factors are going to be positive. So since 30 is the lowest number between 200 and 40, you can always start there because you know that the greatest common factor can't be any number higher than 30. So list out all of the numbers that you can multiply together to get to 30 and whole numbers, right? So we'll say 1 times 30. 2 times 15, okay, 3 times 10, 4, but 5 times 6. Okay, now you have a total of 8 numbers here. We just need to match them with the other ones, right? And it's always the biggest one. So maybe let's just run through the same process and do 40. So what do we got? 1 times 40, okay, 2 times 20, 3, no, but 4 times 10, 5 times 8, and no 6 and no 7. So right off the bat, between these two, what is the common and the biggest common number between them? I'm starting to see that we have a 10 here, and we got a 10 over here, right? This one's got a 15, but this has no 15. This one has a 20, but this one has no 20. So we're basically stuck at 10. And, I mean, you could just shoot over to 200 and say to yourself, 10 times what will get me 200? Yeah, 10 times 20. So, 1 times 200, 2 times 100, and you can keep going on and on and on, but we come to 10 times 20, and there is your greatest common number. So we know that 10 is the greatest common factor for your numbers. Now we just have to basically do the same thing for your variables and only take one variable at a time. So I guess from left to right, 200p cubed m cubed, let's just discuss the p's. So we'll just color in, okay, 200. Now we're doing the p's, right? P cubed. How many p's do you have if it's p cubed? That's right, you got 3 p's. P, P, P. So I'm just going to write that down. For this one, we got p, P, P. For 30p squared m cubed, how many p's do you have? That's right, you got p, P. You got 2 p's. And then for 40m cubed, no p's here, right? So I can't even write any p's down here. So between the p variables, is there a number or a variable, a number of variable that they have in common? Not for the p's. Since the third one has no p's, right? There's nothing in common. So I can't even consider the p's as something in common. So we got to go to the next one. The m's, right? 200p cubed m cubed. How many m's you got? Yeah, you have 3 m's. M, and m. For 200p squared m cubed, how many m's you have? You have 3. 1, 2, and 3. For 40m cubed, how many m's you have? That's right, you have 3 m's. M, and m. What's the greatest number of m's that you have common between them? Did you say 3? You are correct. You have 3 m's here. So if you're picking the 3, that means that you have to have 3 for the other ones. And you do. You have m's here, 3 of them, and you have 3 m's here. Let's just say, though, that one of them had 4 m's. There would only be 3 in common because it's the lowest number that they all contain. So 10m cubed. And that is your GCF, or your greatest common factor, for this one. What do you think? I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. My brother and I, we really do hope that we're providing the best educational experience out there on YouTube, or, wherever this video is. But thank you so much for joining, and I'm always rooting for you guys. Good luck on your tests and quizzes, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Tell your friends about this channel. At the present moment, I think we're up to, I don't even know, 70,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Thank you so much. It's all because of you guys. So we just want to keep giving back to you, giving back all these videos to help you guys learn, all right? So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.